Good morning, Internet. Today is January 10th, Friday 2025. Friday, January 10th, 2025. And I'm RJ Corwin, and this is my stream. Welcome. There's no one here. So this is something I've been thinking about doing for some time, is starting a stream. We're just gonna have a little chat with myself right now. Or maybe I should add someone. There is this new thing called large language models that are running on computers these days. And I have a computer. I think this will run. So I've been experimenting around. I just got a new computer, a Mac Mini base model. This is what we're on right now. And I was just looking at, if we look at, it was like taking a picture of your newborn. My first conversations with it. Here we're using the Ollama tool to run in verbose mode the Phi3 model. This is an 8 billion parameter model. And here I am running Llama 3.3. That's a 70 billion. It's a few times larger. And I say hi, and it says hello. How can I assist you? Hi. How can I assist you? And one thing that you'll note is the difference of how much time that it took to generate these. It took 4 seconds with 5.3 and 41 minutes with Llama 3. So even though Llama 3 is 3.3 is on 10 times larger, it doesn't just take 10 times longer. It takes, I guess that would be about 10 60 times 10, many times, orders of magnitude larger time. So we're not going to run Llama 3.3 today. We're going to run Phi3 medium. Let's do that. We don't need verbose. Oh, no. It's giving me a script. Or maybe I should just key off this. Welcome, viewers. Today we're diving deep into the exciting world of ethical hacking with RJ. Prepare yourselves for a journey through secure coding practices, vulnerability assessments, and more. Let's vice versa. Let's vice versa? Who says that? If you have questions or insights to share as well, don't hesitate to drop them in the chat. Um, that's nice. I like maybe 5-3 should run this this podcast, this stream, but I'm kind of feeling like it should be more of a participant. Thanks for the intro. Let's actually reset this. So I'm going to Control C out of this. Oh, we have to say, right, bye. Start this again. Hello. You are a avid streaming viewer of a famous but very quiet stream channel called Hacking with RJ. You were excited to be there and to follow along, giving suggestions on how to approach coding problems that RJ will be working through on stream. Absol Vice. What does Absol mean? Does Mac still have the, does not have the definition thing. Let's do inflection of absolder, third person singular present indicative. Is what? All right. Well, it said that. Oh, okay. It's not taking on. It's not playing. It's not playing ball. Hmm. It really wants to be on my team. I think maybe I'm being too prescriptive. Um, let's see what it says. All right. Well, Phi 3, thanks for coming. I just want to point out that I think it's really fascinating that it immediately went to deep dive world of ethical hacking. That's like a sign of the RLHF that has happened on this model. Like, for example, in the Google product Notebook LM, anytime that you're talking about a specific topic involving AI, it always devolves into a discussion around ethical AI. That's been so, like, I'm assuming because it's spent so much time being trained to behave ethically that it it tends to want to talk about just like the topic of ethics and AI. And so in the case of hacking, ethical hacking. It's like, please don't talk, please don't make me say something I don't want to say. All right. Well, enough games. What I'm hoping to do on this stream is have my own personal hackathon. One of my favorite things in the world is hackathons. Back in the day, used to just go to them willingly. It was not a work requirement. Now it's not a work requirement either, but that's my favorite time doing work. And I've been working a lot with AI at work, and gotten to the point where I realized there's like so many fun ideas and personal projects to be worked on that it reminds me of another time in my life where I had so much fun hacking, which was in like 2013, around then. The Raspberry Pi was having its moment. Had just gotten released, and there was like so many fresh potential use cases for using that, and that's a whole nother story, which I'm sure I can get into sometime. But it's like anytime you have like a new technology that sort of like unlocks possibilities, there's so much hacking and exploring to do. On top of that, my goal for this year is to learn how to become a better communicator. And this whole speech I'm giving right now sounded so much better in my head in the past few days. So working on how to communicate what I'm doing, how I'm going to do it, why I'm going to do it, in a concise and in a way that connects with folks, I think is going to be so clutch. Trying to be a person that exists in the world and communicate seems important. So even if I'm talking to myself here, and no one ever watches this, it's at least a dress rehearsal. And I get to do a hackathon, which is rad. All right. So, We don't yet have our first attendee, but let's get started. My hope is, like any good hackathon, it starts with brainstorming. And I'm just going to, off screen, I'm going to pull up something called HabitRPG. I don't know if this is going to be a good place to stuff all my ideas, but this is something back in 2013 that I thought was great. And I'll pull it up here. All right. It now calls itself Habitica. So the idea behind HabitRPG is this came out during like the days when digital Kanban boards were getting really hot. Asana, Trello, things like that, where I think all coming into existence. And somebody was like, hey, let's make an open source one that is gamified. That concept was so hot. And make it an RPG and make it sort of personal, just like personalized, so that like it's encouraging you to pursue your dreams. So yeah, let's get started. And I suppose this is fitting to be so total tangent. Streaming currently on Twitch. We'll probably also try YouTube, but also a gamer. But this channel will not necessarily be focused on gaming, but because of the focus on AI, my God, if AI could bring some life to dumb NPCs, hallelujah. That would be so fantastic. It could be more, there's this concept called AI slop, where it's just, you've seen AI just give such a generic answer that it's not even worth reading. It just makes your mind numb. That's AI slop. Probably some other definitions of AI slop, but that's my take. And so if AI brings AI slop to the table, that's not the ideal outcome. The ideal outcome is something more where AI is helping change the game, make it help the game decide a dynamic, unique path for the user. That's the goal. This is not AI that we're dealing with here today, but perhaps there's some crossover here for game developers who are interested in AI, because we're going to see a lot of AI on this channel, and the work that I do at work, which is mostly in the cloud, well, is entirely in the cloud, using models there. And we're going to bring this local. And we're going to explore stuff on this machine and what's capable. And while a game could certainly use cloud services, unfortunately, in many cases, unfortunately, using cloud services, we are starting to hit a renaissance with local models. We just saw this amazing example of talking with Phi3. That's just, I'm not impressed with that necessarily, but this is scratching the surface. and it's set up in the dumbest way. So we're going to do things like add memory and we're going to craft the personality. We're going to add potentially multiple participants in a chat that are AI based. All of this can translate directly to like building NPCs, but it can also translate directly to sort of like the narrator of a game. And if you think of a narrator, maybe like a silent narrator that's determining the path of the world, sort of a omniscient entity. You can use AI to make decisions around path of that the user is going to face and the things that are happening in the world, not just what users are saying. So, for example, like I don't know, like in one part of the map, given some, let's say you have let's say you have let's bring the AI into the world. Let's say the AI, it doesn't talk, but it's like this godlike entity, and it is a spiteful god, and when certain actions happen that it doesn't like, it makes earthquakes happen. And so that's not necessarily saying anything, but that is an AI taking an action. And that's so you can ask, for example, the AI, hey, what should I do given this circumstance that happened? It could say, should I cause an earthquake to happen over here? And the AI can say yes or no, just as an example. It can get much deeper than that. And that's the totally exciting thing. These LLMs are not just chatbots. They are also, you can also use them to direct systems in complicated ways, taking into account lots of different factors in the environment, and stuff that would otherwise be like algorithm based. You can lean on AI, prompt it in a specific way, describing the parameters that you're interested in, and it instead of having to write the algorithm, it can take a creative license in shaping that. It's otherwise known as non-deterministic approach, and it can definitely result in some unexpected things. And so you generally like want to try to develop it so it's not going off rails, and so that's something that we can also talk about, is how to put these AIs more on rails, and so that it's has some autonomy, but it also has some guardrails. So it's staying on some, we're setting up sort of like lanes that it can go down, but still has wiggle room between the lanes and what it does in those lanes. Yeah, with that, anyways, end rant. Let's get back to the task at hand, which is, let's brainstorm some ideas of things that we want to do and get them on a board, and start tackling something. I've got 15 minutes left to stream this morning. So let's get some items on here. We're just going to go with whatever they gave me. I want to work on creativity and work. Not sure what this does. New stuff by Bailey. Oh, this looks like a changelog. A new winter landscape with cabin background and snowy trapper hat set. Cute. Oh, that reminds me. This would not be complete. The stream would not be complete without some down-tempo lo-fi. Let's go to Lo-Fi Girl, off-screen. Check, check, mic check. Okay, all right. Mic check. All right, so let's dismiss alert or tell me later. I think we're good. We can dismiss that. Oh, and it filled out a bunch of stuff for us. Most important task. Worked on today's most important task. Oh, that's right. There's different categories, and some are like recurring. Man, this has been a minute. So, habits, maybe that's just something you do, and there's no particular time that it has to happen, and then there's dailies, which have to happen every day that reappear, and to-dos, which is more just like classic, just a list of things to do with no recurring elements. See what these, I'm interested in this icon here. What does that mean? Counter. I bet if I press, let's get this out of the way. Bet if I press this, the counter will go up. Yep. Let's add one. Let's add, I started a stream and I'm trying to make that a habit. Let's do that. Add task? Oh, we got the different categories. Habit, daily to do. Reward. We'll get to that. Okay. If habits is something you can do multiple times a day, I think this is more of a daily thing. We're gonna add a daily. Stream mo. Oh, we can add sub checklists inside of a daily thing. Difficulty easy. Sure. Repeats weekly. Oh yeah, so this is actually a good question for this stream, is are we gonna do, what's the schedule gonna be? We're gonna start with daily. So I seem to remember something where if you don't do the thing, it starts to decay and get gross looking on your board. Actually, I'd love to see. Oh, I can set every other day. Well, I'm gonna do every day. I don't know why we would need tags yet. Creating. We're gonna clear some stuff here. Oh, look at that. repeats on specific days. Oh, yeah. How do I set that up here? Advanced settings. No. What was the difference? Why is repeat on this one, but not the other one? Oh, well, this is repeat. That's not clear whether... One of my pet peeves in your user interfaces is when the on-off is not clear. You know, like in a checkbox. If you see a check mark, that's on. But then when you start making buttons, check marks, it's like, which color is on? And you don't have a checkbox, you just have a button that's a color or not a color. So is Thursday on or off? I don't know. I'm guessing off, if they're trying to show us a weekly task, but then they didn't select the day. All right, well, let's make it go away. No clear way to get that specific day. Oh, if I went to the week. Repeats weekly gives you that. Repeats weekly on which days? I think to get started, this is a Friday, but I think realistically Tuesday and Thursday. Or now, I'm guessing white is on. This is the new year, where we set high goals to not make them. Let's do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And check. Wow. I found new items. Completing tasks gives me a chance to find items like eggs. Yum! Hatching potions. Scary. And pet food. I have hungry pets. I need that. Head to your inventory and try combining your new hatching potion and egg. Okay. I'm game. Oh, it sent me there. Try it. Try it. Okay, items. Looks like I have egg. Pet food and saddles. Don't have those. Special. I have a present. It's Christmas. Still. Quests. Alright, this egg. Click on a hatching potion to use it on your bear cub. Oh, like, it looks like I selected it and now it's following me around. And I can, this is like a click and drag, but click on hatching potion to use it on your bear cub. I'm not sure where my bear is. Oh, the bear was in the egg, right? Of course. Of course the bear was in the egg. Bears love being in eggs. Visit pets and mounts to feed and equip your newest pet. Onward. Love that. Pets and mounts. pets and mounts. I did not read that. Oh, no, here it is. It's a tab. So I have 1 of 90 pets. They're not shown here. That's fine. I'm not sure what this screen is for. There's this thing popping up. I'm gonna close it. Yeah, I'm not sure what we do here. Did I see wacky? Wacky! Whack, 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 whack! So there's some wacky pets. I guess we unlock these at some point. I don't see my unlocked bear. Is my bear not good enough for your list? Matt Bach. Welcome to the stable. I'm Matt, the Beastmaster. Every time you complete a task, you'll have a random chance to receiving an egg or hatching a potion. To hatch pets, when you hatch a pet, it will appear here. Click a pet's image to add it to your avatar. Feed them with the pet food you find, and they'll grow into hard amounts. Oh, mount is a way to refer to your pet. I guess we mount our pets in this world for travel purposes or other. What's this quest? It's been a while since you've done any dusting in here, but you're not too worried. A little dust never hurt anyone, right? It's not until you stick your hand into one of these dustiest corners you feel something bite that you'd remember Inspector Carousel's warning. Leaving harmless dust to sit long causes to turn into vicious dust bunnies. You better defeat them before you cover all of Habitica and find particles of dirt. I don't know. Let's do it. I'm game. 2 minutes. 2 minutes left in stream. Let's do this. Let's, getting distracted by, have no idea what inventory is for. We have one task, stream. Let's actually do something that is related to what shit we want to get done. Yeah, like a project. Go away. Go away. There's probably important stuff here that I should know, but I'm just deleting it anyways. Oh, right. It wants me to check this off. I joined Habitica. Habitica. Add task to do. So I want to work on my little chatbot friend. That's going to be my, only viewer in this channel. So a few things. Add memory to esteemed viewer bot. Is that how we spell esteemed? I don't know. Difficulty. That's a medium. Let's add another one. Decide on language. Well, decide on computer language for esteemed AI. Esteemed viewer bot. Group not found. Do not have access. Give esteemed viewer bot a name. Esteemed viewer bot's gonna get old fast. Oof, I could keep going. I'm over by 1 minute though, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't know if anyone's ever gonna see this, but it's been great talking with myself. Heading out now. Great stream. Love it. Come back next week. Starting on Monday, we're doing a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. And picking back up on our Habitica task list. Maybe starting a task of adding memory to you. Oh, and so important to add is, this needs to be the first thing, esteemed viewer prompt. Give it an identity. This is the prompt. Always start with it whenever we start the stream, so that it's not confused about who I'm talking to. Or it doesn't think I'm me. It doesn't think it's the streamer. Thank you for tuning in today. I truly appreciate the love and support you all shower my stream with. It was amazing having everyone join me tonight. Not nighttime. Need to let it know that. And your energy is contagious. Hearing those cheers really makes this more just a job. It's a community adventure we embark on together. Holy shit. All right. And now it's giving me stream ideas. Cosplay and streaming workshop. That's next. That's Monday. Cool. Well, with that, I'm gonna let it just keep talking to itself, so I can stop talking to myself, and I'll see myself again on Monday.